All right, good afternoon and welcome everybody to Eden Prairie Rink 1, Rink again, 2 days in a row, actually multiple days in a row, where we are playing again at the Eden Prairie Center. We have, it's been quite the homestand so far. And Eagles now taking on Shakopee in a District 6 game. And we are underway, and off the bat, right out of the gate, Leo sends up the first shot of the game here. And it's deflected off the Shakopee goalie. Now Leo picks it up again from behind the net. And puck trickles over into the near side corner, and Shakopee is able to find that outlet pass. And they dump it down into the Eden Prairie zone. It actually goes out of play. And we will have a reset. Sorry, I'm a little late getting set up here. But we are now fully dialed in and ready to go. So last time we played Shakopee, we came away with an 8-0 victory. Although they have improved, we know. So now we expect a much better, more competitive game here today, is what we are anticipating. Mason Wenkus there in the slot, able to crack it loose and pound it up ice a little bit. Heller there over on the far side also tries to move it forward. Kellen Strube now got a lane. He's got Unke wide to his left, and he gets it poked away. Unke now slides up along the far side. He gets taken down right at the door. Shot over the top of Asa, and Shakopee able to get their first goal of the game. So just like that, Shakopee goes up 1-0 on the Eagles on their home turf. So Eagles find themselves down 1 with about a minute 20, minute 30 into the first game, or first period. Looks like we got a mouthpiece issue, maybe. A guy was sent off the ice. Now substitute coming back in again. Sarrazine quick on the pressure. Off the face-off, Stubbs now picks it up. Drives into the high slot, loses it, chases it down into the far side corner. Dahl picks it up, looking out center. He's got Sarrazine. Stubbs now fights for it again. Net comes off its base, and we get a whistle. So this will be the last time we play Shakopee this season. I've already played them once at their own home ice, and now they get a chance to come back our way and play. Stubbs back out to the point to Rink. Rink slides, looking for lanes, fires one in there, shot wide right. Now Dillon chases it down low behind the net of Shakopee. He gets it popped away by a couple Sabres. And now they're back on the march. Sabres tried to swing one wide. Charlie chases it in down low in the Eden Prairie zone. Now he brings it up, looking for some options. He's got Richards all the way up there. We saw this in Prairie Lake. Richards slides one in there, looks for the 5-hole, and it's saved by Shakopee. Now we get a long pass. Offside's waved off. Shakopee brings it back to the Eden Prairie zone. Now Eden Prairie back on the march again into Shakopee zone over on the far side hash marks. Richards and Leo back behind the net. Leo tries to put a backhand on. He can't. Now as we get a little back and forth over on the far side, Shakopee now drives behind the Eden Prairie net. They get it pumped away by Unke. Unke unable to follow through on that turnover. And Shakopee's able to get another shot off. Now Leo picks it up, big long stick. And we get a whistle. And a shift change by both teams. Strube at center. Shakopee off the faceoff, picks it up, bounces back over to Dylan. Shakopee now back on the march again. Rink collides, takes him down. And Dylan now on his way back up ice. Over to Heller. Heller crosses the blue line looking for Sarazine in the center. And he gets taken down. Back to Rink. Rink looking for Dylan. Dylan was out of office. And he quickly comes back, curls around, and now drives forward again. And we get an offside on the Eagles with 8:52 left, down 1, looking for that first goal. Sarazine now off the faceoff again. He's going all the way, shot, and off the pads of Shakopee. Heller there tried to deflect it back in. He couldn't. Now fights for it over along the far side by the Shakopee bench. Sarazine again with pressure. So does Unke. Now punked back down to the Eden Prairie zone. Wenkus picks it up from behind his own net. And Richards finds Dahl. Dahl back to Richards again. Richards now looking out front, decides to continue on. Oh, looking for it, and he almost had the Stubbs was coming off the bench. Backhand pass from Unke. Up to Wenkus. Dahl now has got Stubbs streaking to the middle, as is Richards. Stubbs again back to Rink. Rink slings one over to Christian. Can't connect on the pass in Christian's skates. Now DC over to Rink. Rink. Back up ice. Shakopee has come out strong here in the beginning portions of the first period. Rink again. Back to Sarazine, up ice. Sarazine fights for it along the near side in the Shakopee zone. He sends it, banks off behind the boards, behind over to the far side hash marks. Puck pops loose. Christian with a light fluff just shoves it in the direction of the net. And now Sarazine battles for it down low. Shakopee looking for another cross-ice pass. They can't connect, and now Dylan again over to Rink on the near side as they reset again. Back up to Sarazine. Sarazine finds Leo at center ice. Leo enters the zone through the slot. Oh, and he loses it as he's driving in. Comes back again, pass out in front, and again we can't get a shot off, and we miss that. Unke holds it. And now Easton Leonard for Shakopee drives into the slot. Backhand shot. Oh, off the pipe. And Eden Prairie got away from that. Almost went down 2-0 here. Mason Wenkus now back on the drive. Curls around, far side. Eden Prairie goes offside as Mason goes to the far side. 6:01 left. Period number 1 here at Eden Prairie Community Center. Heller picks it up at the blue line. Eden Prairie again offside. So absent this weekend, Ben Pravatsky. Always by the net, Pravatsky, I call him. If you're looking for him, that's where you can find him. And he is basking in the sun in Hawaii, so malakaliki maka to you, Ben. And looking forward to when you get back, but enjoy the Mai Tais. In the meantime, Strube doing a little pirouetting at center ice. Heller off the bench, comes in, goes knee to knee with the Sabre. Christian off the bench, holds it. Now Strube holds it. And Eden Prairie again offside as Heller just batted it into the Shakopee zone. 5:12 left in the first. Berg, Sarazine, Dahl up front, Christian Rink and back, Rink over to Sarazine. Sarazine brings it into the Shakopee zone, gets it pulled away at the top of the circle. Shakopee now circles around to the far side, hash wall, hash marks. And Rink just slaps it in. And Eden Prairie offside again. Boy, if they had points for offsides, we'd be leading the division right now. Shakopee off the faceoff, slaps it right down in our direction. They sling it down behind the Eden Prairie net over to the far side half wall. Christian now tries to sling it up ice a little bit further. Now Rink looking over to Sarazine. Sarazine wasn't quite ready for that. And Shakopee goes cross ice again in front of the Eden Prairie bench. And they dump it down low behind the Eden Prairie goal line. Rink picks it up over the far side. And now Shakopee's turn to go off with 4:21 left. Christian to Unke on the faceoff. Shakopee comes away from the scrum. They'd try to drive it up into the Eden Prairie zone. They're able to, but quickly gets it pulled away by Mason Wenkus. He's had a couple good games so far lately, scoring from the point. He rides it up the boards. He was looking for Richards, Crosby. And now Berg picks it up in front of the Shakopee bench. He's got Richards wide open here. Oh, and Richards goes down. No call there. And Unke drops it in low behind the net. Centered out front again, kind of a pizza pass. And Mason just fires one in wide right. Richards tries to send it out, back. Now here comes the puck out to the point. Dean fires one in there. Oh, off the inside ankle of a Sabre. Almost finds its way into the net. Otherwise, that's 5 feet wide right. Mason now slings it up to Richards. Richards fires one in there. Shot, save, Shakopee. Now Rink up to Strube. Strube gets it popped away. Still down 1-0 in the trailing minutes. Ooh, nice sling pass by Heller. Tries to just send it on direction, put it on net. Christian tries to hold it. Now Strube backs up. He fights for it right in front of the penalty box. And Rink now sees the interception. He curls around to the near side dot, centers it out in front again. Nobody there. He just put one out there, hoping someone would answer the call, and now he's out of position. And Easton Leonard from Shakopee on the march sends one high over the top of the net. And Eden Prairie again gets away with that. Shakopee sends it back to the point, right into the stomach of Strube. And Sarazine picks it up along the near side red line. Offside waved off there. That's okay. Strube now chases it into the far side corner. Sends it back out front again. Off the pipe. Heller there tried to slap it in. He couldn't make contact. And now Shakopee back on action again. Leonard again beats Rink. Oh, and he fans on it. 2 in a row. That Rink was saved by the foibles of Easton Leonard from Shakopee. And that's going to be an ice. With 1:16 left to go in period number 1. We will face off and reset down on the far side at Eden Prairie dot with 1:16 left. Another firing shot into the shin pads of Dean Unke. And now puck comes back out to center ice. Stubbs on the march, tries to put pressure on, and he's able to send it into the Shakopee zone. Shakopee banks it back out to center ice. Now Dean Unke picks it up. He drives in, curls around, looking for centering, passes again, nobody there. And we get an offside on EP, again with 37 seconds left to go in the first. Still looking for that first goal, as they find themselves down by 1. Stubbs again off the face-off. He comes back, gets his own face-off rebound, I guess you could call it. And Unke shatters the confidence of a Sabre player as they tried to sling one in there on a shot, and he was there to put a stick on it. Now Mason just flies up the far side into the Shakopee zone, far side. Pass out front. Stubbs was there. He went down a little too early. Now Rink able to hold it on the near side. Puck back out to center in the slot. Fired shot, score! Eden Prairie ties it up at the end of the first. And with that, we will be right back.
It certainly is a big bun.
It's a very big bun.
Big, fluffy bun.
It's a very big, fluffy bun.
Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
Where's the beef?
At Wendy's, we serve a hamburger we modestly call a single. And Wendy's single has more beef than the Whopper or Big Mac. At Wendy's, you get more beef and less bun.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
You want something better. You're Wendy's kind of people.
Vacation in the family car. Except one thing's changed. The family car. Taurus. The new Ford Taurus. One car designed to meet all your driving needs, as well as the needs of those you're driving.
Taurus. Now there's an American car that has exactly what we've been looking for. Taurus. Taurus for us. Have you driven a Ford lately?
All right, welcome back here. Closing out the first intermission here. Eagles tie it up right at the buzzer to start the second period, 1-1. Eagles off a nice win yesterday against Lakeville North, team that's had some success earlier this season. So a bunch of them feeling confident, felt good after the victory yesterday. Now they come back again today, tie it up 1-1, start a new game here, second period. 13 minutes on the clock, boys in white now moving left to right. And right out of the gate, Berg now sweeps in. Sticks go flying. He tries to center it out front. And pass out to the point, goes beyond Rink, and he chases it down under pursuit by a Sabre. He brings it back, curls it back over on the far side, hooks up Sarrazine. Sarrazine now looking up ice further. Berg chases after the loose puck there, puts his stick out, can't connect. And puck bounces back down the near side. Christian there picks it up, curls around behind his own net. Now he picks up some speed. Look out, he gets it popped away. Rink there to support. He curls back around again, looking back up ice. He finds a teammate right at the center of the ice. Now they go on. Oh, we had Berg streaking right through the slot there. Fully clothed, I might add. Streaking nonetheless. Now Eagles get banged up over on the near side half wall. Puck back out. Richards tries to send it back out to the point. He can't. Oh, nice pass. Oh, we go offside as Leo did not have eyes in the back of his head. And a great opportunity there as he had an open lane to log number 2 for EP. Eagles and a Sabre play a little catch off the face-off. Now Sabres send one cross ice on an icing. And we will reset down low. In the Shakopee zone on the far side circle. Back out to the point. Unke puts a shot in there, deflected. Oh, Heller almost had a chance. Now Stubbs picks it up, curls around behind the net, looking for some options. He turns around, goes the other way, says nobody there. I'm going to go this other direction. Now Heller resumes the control. Back, Wenkus with a flyer in there and a save by Sabres. Get a good little pushing and shoving down in front of the net, as we would expect. Ref having a little bit of a 1-2 with one of the Sabres. Shakopee slings one around our direction into the near side. Now Shakopee back up ice again. They've got some movement. Stubbs looking for it. Center pass out front again. Shot and a score. And Shakopee gets their second. Shakopee playing well today. That was a beautiful play. Set up by Leonard coming into the Eden Prairie zone. Now puck over on the far side. Rink slings it up ice. Out of the zone, Shakopee chases after it, regroups back in their own zone. They send one cross ice over in our direction. Kraft from Shakopee able to bring it into the Eden Prairie zone. Now he's got some numbers on, enters the slot, turnaround shot wide right. Strube picks it up, tries to bring it up. Over to Dahl. Dahl now, pass it. Oh, and we just led a little too far over to Sarrazine. Now he's forced to chase it in, down low behind the net. Centered out in front again, nobody there. Christian picks it up at the top of the circle. Now curls in, centered out in front again. Ooh, deflected wide left off a skate. And now Shakopee again, back up ice. Rink takes his time, now he brings it down low. He gets all tied up, and we're going to get a hook on Shakopee. And Eagles will go on their first power play of the game with 9:40 left in the second. So definitely a different energy coming from Shakopee here today than it was earlier in the season when we played them at their home ice. Eagles victorious there, 8-0. Like I said, different score. Rink fires one in there. Oh, deflected again And Berg picks it up down low, curls around behind the net. Back out to Rink at the point. Rink again, fires one in there, deflected. Prairie picks it up down low again on the power play. 1:09 left. Back to Rink again at the point. Rink looking for some options, tried to pass it down low, got Berg there in front of the net. Berg now just holds on to it, muscling. Tries to put it there, it is, shot, score! And Eden Prairie finally just grit and determination finds the net, ties it up 2-2 again. Eden Prairie, Shakopee on the power play. With 9:01 left. In the second. Nice pass by Wenkus. Shakopee able to pry it away from the hands of an Eagle. And now they're back on the march again, trying to center it and send it up front, or send it up ice. Unke now, nice box out in the down low. He comes back out looking for some options. And Shakopee able to pry it away again. Now Wenkus picks it up down low again. He tries to regroup and bring it back up ice. Is he going to skate it through everybody? He's been known to do that once or twice. Now over on the far side. The great adventures of Mason comes back to the point again to Unke. Unke now fires one off the pads. Mason still down low again. Fires one down there. Puck finally, puck is loose as the Shakopee goalie tried to put a glove on it and it was knocked away. Unke now sends it down far side. Hash marks. And Shakopee able to just send it down ice for an icing with 7:45 left in the second. Richards chases it into the corner. Puck comes out of the near far side half wall. Shakopee decides to skate it up ice. Gets it poked away by Rink. And now Shakopee offside. Strube now brings it up. Pauses over on the far side, hash marks. Tries to put a pass on it. Shakopee there to intercept. They sling it around to the near side, hash marks. Now they look back up ice again. They're able to pull it out. And now we got a 2-on-1. Backhand, a pass centered wide right. Rink picks it up down the far side. He was looking for Dahl cross ice. Now Rink again from behind his own net, comes out to the slot. And now he decides to bring it up ice again. He's still on the march, fires one in there, shot, score! Rink coast to coast, a dinger off the right pipe, and he puts Eden Prairie in the lead by 1. We might have to add another mountain climber or Energizer Bunny short to that one, as he took it all the way from at the deep part of his end zone and clanked one off the inside pipe. And Eden Prairie goes up by 1 now, halfway through the second period. Shakopee back on the march again. Eden Prairie dot, fires one in there. Puck is loose out in front, shot, score. And Shakopee answers right back with their own. Off the draw, Rink chases it over to the far side. Sends it up to Sarazine. Sarazine now tries to move the puck a little bit further, kind of like a bucket brigade. Leo tries to part the sea of red Sabres. Back to the point again. Rink has some confidence. Brings it back down to the half wall. Curls around. Tries to center it out off the skate of a Shakopee player. Now Shakopee and Dillon battle for it down low on the near side hash marks. Berg there also. Sarazine comes away with it. Fires one in there. Shot save by Shakopee. So far, good game here at Eden Prairie Center, Rink 1 again. It's nice that we get these pics of Rink 1, better than Rink 3 and Rink 2 for sure, especially for the viewers. Pass back to the point to Christian. Christian tries to center through the legs, back down low again. Now Eagles try to send it through about 4 Sabres here. They bring it back up to the near side. Eden Prairie dot. Christian picks it up. He drives it around to the far side. He gets it poked away. There's Sarazine able to help him out. Back to Rink. Rink picks it up. Now sends it back up to Berg. Berg gets it poked away. Now back to Sarazine. Sarazine back to Berg again at the red line. Sarazine now brings it into the Shakopee zone. There's going to be a penalty, another hook. And Eagles will go on their second power play of the game. Remember, they scored in the first. They're pretty good on the power play. So they'll have another bite of that apple here with 5:01 left to go in the second. Knotted up at 3. Trois et trois. A little French for you here on a Sunday morning. Woo! Slapper from the point from Wenkus, just wide right, left. Unke now slings it back down behind the net to Stubbs. Stubbs picks it up, curls to the near side hash marks. Turns around, back, looking for some options out front. Here he comes. What's he going to do? It's the incredible adventures of Decker, and Decker decides just to hand it off to a Sabre player. Now a foot race down low. Unke able to fend off a charging Sabre. Not easy to do. Now he brings it back up ice. Offside's waved off. He fires one in there, deflected, look out. And now we've got a Sabre just hanging loose. Oh, they can't connect. Asa able to just deflect it wide right. Now Asa again sends it out front. And 35 seconds left to go in the Eden Prairie power play. Comes back to the top of the point. Sabres got all kinds of time. Deflected shot. Those are dangerous. Winds up over on the near side. Another firing shot in there, almost off of Unke's stick. And almost deflected it into his own net. So 21 seconds left on the Eden Prairie power play. Not their best performance so far in that regard. Christian slaps it up ice. Dahl picks it up in the neutral zone, down low. Strube comes away with it. Strube, now he's going to try to go through 3 different players. Stops at the hash marks. Reconvenes, now looking back to the point to Christian. Christian back down low to Dahl. Dahl centers out front. Strube, there it is. 5-hole, Eden Prairie. Again, 100%. 2 for 2 on the power play. And they go back up by 1 with 3:25 left. Now Strube again at center. Looks over to Dahl's direction. Shakopee comes away with it. Rink pops it away. Ooh, almost an offside on Shakopee there. Dahl pursues. Down along the boards here at the red line. Shakopee able to come away with it. 2-on-1. Shot deflected off Rink's stick. Centered out front again. There it is. Asa there for the pickup, and he saw what was coming at him. He decided just to cover it up. 2:58 left to go in the second. Berg back in at center. Unke now curls around to the near side, sends it up ice. Now Berg on the march. He's got Richards sitting out front. Good effort by Shakopee there to prevent a 2-on-1. Now they reverse direction. They come right back up ice again. Go around one way. Eastern Leonard again. Centers it. Backhand. Saved by Asa. Unke picks it up along the far side corner. Back to Unke again. Unke tries to just shovel its way back up ice. There it is, shot from the point. Shakopee still has it. And Berg now gets all tied up. Still has it, brings it up ice. Sends it right into the armpit of the ref. Still has it around the zone. Rebound, looks out. Stuff again. He had one yesterday like that. Puck back out to the point to Unke. Unke sends it down low to the far side corner. Berg picks it up. Centered pass out front to Richards. Richards can't connect. Now Shakopee picks it up along the near side. Wenkus there able to hold, sends one back on net again. Puck back out front. Berg had it, still loose, scrambling, and the puck peels away down to the near side corner. Shakopee there, able to put a stick on it, regain control. They pick it up along the far side. They get pushed into the boards by Richards. Nice turnover. Now Berg also gets hooked, and we're going to get another penalty on Shakopee. And Eagles will go on their third power play of the game. 2 for 2 so far with $1:24 left to go in the second. Rink Dillon back out at the point. Dillon over to Rink. Rink tries to keep it alive. He gets hounded. And Eagles are forced to regroup. Try that one again. That didn't work. Dillon back over. Shot, rebound, high rebound. Now Rink picks it up again. Back over to Dillon on this forearm. Fired shot in there, wide left. Now Rink on his backhand. He takes it down to the near side corner. He curls back around, banks it back to Strube at the point. Strube tries to send it back to Rink again. 48 seconds left to go. Second period. Strube centers it. Nobody there for the connection. Rink now picks it up at center ice. He sends it back down into the Shakopee zone. Now Rink again on the move. He's got two guys, sends it wide right. Heller picks it up, 30 seconds left to go, 36 in the power play. A nice soft pass out front for Sarrazine. Strube there now has a shot, sends it on. Oh, save again. Now puck back out, and Shakopee just sends it down ice for an icing with 14 seconds left to go in the second period. So no shortage of opportunities here for the Eagles on this power play. Just not able to find the net. 11 seconds left. Rink again. Over to Christian. Christian off the pop-up. 3 seconds left. Shot by Dahl, and another save with 0.3 seconds left in the second period. And we're just going to run that one out for the 0.3. Can't do much in 0.3 of a seconds, I guess. And that'll do it for the end of 2. Eagles find themselves up by 1 in a back and forth game here in Shakopee. All right, so we are going to start the penultimate period here at Rink 1. We have 16 minutes to get this one in the books on the hour clock. Put a fresh 13 up on the clock. Boys in white now are moving right to left. We need to put a little bit of distance here between us and the Sabres. Richards picks it up down low, sends it out in front again, looking for Dahl. And Wenkus able to hold it over on the far side. Sends it down behind the Shakopee net again. Richards now sends it in, shot, and puck is still loose in front. Dahl chases it over to the far side corner. Shakopee tries to bank one up ice. They're able to connect and get by Unke. Shot wide left. They curl back around again. Look out back door. Guy wide open in the slot. Eden Prairie able to bring it back up ice. Stubbs there now launches it high like he was in a bunker at St. Andrews. And that one went over the net. Now Shakopee slings it back down into the Eden Prairie zone. Rink picks it up, banks it up, goes around a couple different players, takes it down low. He's got a seam, wide open shot, score! And Rink snipes one for his second of the game and puts the Eagles up 5-3 early in the third. That's the distance that I'm talking about. Let's put a little air between us and the Sabres. Now Easton Leonard for Shakopee, battles with Rink for Eden Prairie. Rink back over, far side, cross ice. Berg tries to chase after it. Christian now picks it up from behind the net, slings it over to Sarazine. Sarazine up center ice. Shakopee recovers. Christian there, now able to poke one away. He's got Sarazine wide open, centers it out front. Oh! And Sarazine almost there to deflect wide into the net. Now centers it out front again. Berg there gets mauled by two Sabres. And Rink pinches in. And the puck deflects over to the far side half wall. Back to the point. Fired one in there from Christian, deflected. Pass out front again. Berg trying to get a handle on it. Fires one in there again. And he still keeps control, but Shakopee able to bring one back out. Now Rink, back to Christian. Christian's pass goes a little bit astray, and Shakopee changes shifts. Rink picks it up from behind the net. Oh, look at that. He just sent one out there. Just a fluttering pass. Need to send that one a little harder. Shakopee now keeps it alive in their zone. Christian keeps it. Now Rink. Rink just sends it up ice. Easton Leonard again fires one from the near side corner, or the near side circle, over the top of the net. 10:06 remaining in the third. Leonard again for Shakopee, sends it out front, back to the point. Fluttering pass, a shot, oh my God! And there it is. As I think Asa thought it was in his glove, and everybody was just kind of having a conversation there. And a Shakopee player said, oh, wait a second, that one is still loose. I'm just going to slap it in. So Shakopee closes that error, and Eagles back up by one again. Another shot, turnaround, wide right. And Leonard, or Heller, able to try to send one up. Shot off Ace's pads. And now Unke on the march, over the red line, blue line. Gets it popped away. He follows it down the near side, or far side corner. Now Heller battles for it over on the far side. Richards now takes it down low behind the net. Pass again, centered, and Shakopee puts a glove on it out in front. .9:12 left, Eagles by 1 over the Sabres from Shakopee. Dahl Stubbs chase it down into the far side corner behind the goal line. Shakopee comes back out again. Easton Leonard for Shakopee chases down, sends one into the net. And Shakopee comes away with it again. They try to move to the near side. Backhand shot, another again. Clear it out, back out to Dahl. Dahl's able to pick it up. Top of the slot, now he brings it up over on the far side, over into the Shakopee zone. They just dump it on, put it on net, and that's a save by Shakopee. 8:37 left, Eagles by 1. The way this day's been going, I'm not comfortable with that. Eagles fight for it down in the far side corner. Eagles now bring it back. Backhand shot. Oh, there it is. Puck is loose again. Shot scored by Berg. And the Eagles get their 2-shot lead back again as a scramble in front of the net. Berg's there to slap it in, and Eagles again get that air gap with 8:17 left in the third period. Puck finds its way over to the far side. Christian there sends it up ice. Berg now picks it up. He's got Richards loose. And nice play by Shakopee to get Berg off the puck. And now Berg sends it back up. Rink's able to hold. Berg picks it up. He curls around, top of the right circle, shot, laser, and a save from the Sabres goalie here. 7:46 remaining. Eagles by 2. Wenkus tried to send one on. He gets it popped away, and now we got a 2-on-1 by Shakopee. Shakopee razzles and dazzles, sends one back out again. Wenkus there to deflect and to intercept. Up to Heller at center ice. Heller now tries to go to the middle. He gets it popped away. Now Shakopee back on the race again. Mason puts a couple forearms up. Shakopee centers it through the slot. Nobody can connect on it. Centered out in front again, off the pad of Asa. And Sarazine tries to bank it up ice. Centered out again. Nice defensive play and deflection by D. Dunkey. Now Heller goes by the penalty box. He dump it down. He comes off ice. A couple new players come back on for the Eagles. Rink there wins the race to the puck and sends it back down behind the Shakopee net over to the far side. Dahl picks it up, tries to pick it up over at the hash marks. Rink sends it back down, and it's an offside. So we have 6 minutes about on the game clock and 6:23 on, on the hour clock, and about 6:23 on the game clock. That's another offside. Off the draw, nice defensive, aggressive play by Richards. Shakopee now brings it back up ice again. Shakopee able to get a shot off. Look out, there he come around. Puck is loose out in front again. Everybody's charging after it. Shakopee back out to the slot again. And the Eagles able to pop it away. As Dahl just sends it down, he comes off ice. Richards there to pick it up. Rink holds at the point. Rink now looking for some options. And maybe he got a little too overconfident there. And Christian picks it up, turns around, curls around his own net, sends it back up ice. Back over to Dylan. Dylan, nice curl, back over on the far side. And Eagles Shakopee with an off, I think. Maybe not. Wenkus dumbs it down far side. Shakopee zone. Tried to center it. Eagles did. And another offside on Eden Prairie. To be honest, the offsides don't hurt us right now. We've got 4 minutes left on the hour clock. Leading by 2. Now, we don't want to do that. We want to play the game, but, a whistle doesn't hurt us at this point. Unke from behind his own net. Banks it back up to Heller. Heller now got a wide open lane here, 2-on-1. Heller backhands it off. Oh, just a little bit wide and in front of his comrade. Now Berg over on the far side. Between the half wall and the circle, or in the corner. Wenkus sends it in. Eden Prairie able to go again. Shot, score. Eden Prairie finds their 7th. Nice little backhand up high as the goalie went down low. And now Eagles all but seal it here, leading by 3 with 4:20. No jokes on the 4:20 left in the third period. Although probably just as I say that, that's probably going to be the that's going to be the jinx on this team. Christian over to Rink. Rink back over to Sarazine. Sarazine now tries to dump it down into the Shakopee zone on the near side. Shakopee comes away with it. They bring it to center ice. And now we're going to get a slash on Kellen Strube as he goes to the penalty box. So now Eagles up by 3 with 3:54 left will go on their first penalty kill of the game. And so they will fend off a one-man advantage for 1:30. Christian sends it down ice. And Shakopee has pulled their goalie. Now Rink sends one down. So now Shakopee got a 2-man advantage. 6-on-4. They send it into the high slot. Rink there for it. Rink just banks it off. Shakopee now over far side. Rink picks it up again. Rink curls around, send it back up ice. There you go. 48 seconds left to go on the power play. Shakopee now able to send one in there. Asa with a glove save, with a save. 2:59 left. 36 seconds on the 2-man advantage here for Shakopee. Shot from the point by Leonard. Goes wide left. Sabres able to hold the zone. And Eagles again able to clear it out. And that's it. That's the game. Ref calls it. Eagles victorious, 7-4. I know, without the buzzer, it's kind of anticlimactic. But nonetheless, it's a win. So Eagles come away 2-0 here over the weekend at home. So there you go. Enjoy your Sunday. Some more football today. But we are signing off here. Eagles with the win, 7-4 over the Sabres from Shakopee. Have a good rest of the week. We'll be back soon. See you later.